Oh, it was somewhere. I swear we had a sacking bonus. Well, as much as I'm embarrassed to not be able to find it right now, we had a sacking bonus. Oh, there it is. It was there. It's just I wasn't looking for the right icon. 25% all across the faction. So what we're going to do is, because we're the big boss, we're going to steal some of that for ourselves. That's mine. And then the guy following him could actually have it, so that's fine. Does mean it's not in the other army anymore. I can also have the Swindler. Got to save some slots for the Lord, because the primary Lord can have things like banners, whereas the heroes following him can only have certain items. So the Goblin Big Boss is also part of his thing, so we'll get another Swindler there. So now we have a cumulative 14%, which is great. And then we can move in.
The tribe's ready.
We've got the whole province now. Starting with the capital Grand Peak, so we now have the additional commandment we can do. Seeing as it's not a very happy area, we'll get the extra growth probably. Yeah. So 2 more control to make them happier. 20 growth and -3 corruption. I'm quite happy to keep the pile of shiny stuff to make more money. To upgrade this pile of shiny stuff to a heap of shiny stuff. So I don't want to use the raiding camp stance, because then we'll be raiding our own territory, which is why some of my money loss is so bad at the moment. So if we put this back this way, we're down to only -145, which is better. And we're getting our replenishment again, even without being in that stance, because it's now our territory.
Anything you say.
We can handle being a little bit more in the negative right now. So I'll probably recruit the goblins for the guy that just lost the snotlings. Not really confident about attacking with these guys, but they should be able to hold their own should we be attacked. I'm going to reposition them a little bit more on this side.
Me.
The Goblin Great Shaman Leader can have more skills in gobbos.
The mighty Greenskins, what doth thou wish to discuss?
Can't get any good new deals with him.
I will address the orc creature. I hope I can understand its guttural tongue.
I don't think we need a defensive alliance with this guy. I think we'll leave that for now. Pretty happy where I am diplomatically with who would care to do diplomacy with an orc. And now we've got 19 turns, soon to be 18, in order to try and capture that capital. The sound you're hearing is goblins screaming. Oh, looks like Bretonnia absolutely destroyed my undead sort of friends. But they didn't take the building itself. I suppose they weren't strong enough for that. Or they just didn't want it. Right, a great migration comes to our borders demanding shelter from larger threats abroad. Do we let them cross into our territory or turn them away? We can tell them there's no room for refugees here. Turn them back and let the gods decide their fate, which gives us absolutely plumb nothing. Or we can say, welcome. There are always wars to fight, so more bodies could be useful. Welcome them with a smile, they will pay for this hospitality at a later time. So that will cause some general upset by having a great migration arrive at your borders. But it will give you growth, and it will give you recruitment cost reduction. We do a little bit of recruiting. It's only for the next 3 turns, though. I don't know if I really want this. Let's go for it. We're going to lose 9 control over the course of those 3 turns, but the extra growth across them we can probably handle. And research the boar riding. They be stinking, stupid and flea-ridden, but them boars are pretty good in the fight. Okay, so this is what we're going to want next. It's going to cost us almost all of our remaining scrap, which is a shame. But although the first part of it's sort of more for savage orcs, and the second part, the third and final part, all orc infantry gets an extra 8 melee attack, which is huge.
I'm special.
So if we just have a look at a piece of orc infantry here, instead of 39, it's going to be 47. It's going to cause a big difference. Let's get everybody nicely lined up. Can I afford to attack that caravan? I think I can, and we'll also get to see a new faction if I do that, which is kind of fun.
I follow. My crown forbids me. We going south?
Although it's free to change into our raiding camp, we won't get quite so much as kind of like double the money, because if you look, for each extra raider you lose a little bit, but it's still quite a lot more, enough to put me into the positive.
Who should we attack?
This guy, the backslider, I'll have him come along with us as well.
This way. No, that.
Right. Get him into a nice defensive stance.
The tribe's ready.
This guy who was the closest, we can sort of see what sort of battle lines will be drawn. No, we can't. We're not at war with them. Okay, well, we'll do it all in one fell swoop. Okay, quick save.
Send in the spiders.
Declare war. So these guys come from a great many miles away. Those who pursue disharmony pay a heavy price. This is Grand Cathay. Okay, so all 3 of our armies were in range, and then we have one of the War reinforcements, because I think there's a limit of 4 armies showing up on the left here. But that's fine. The Grand Cathay have a rather basic leader. They have some Jade Warriors, which are quite strong. Peasant Long Spearmen, which are quite weak. Crane Gunners, which are amazing sort of snipers that use a very heavy shield to stabilize their gun. Some Peasant Archers, and some missile launchers, rocket batteries, being pulled by oxen. So this is going to be kind of interesting. We're going to get shelled to oblivion until we can close the gap, a little bit like with that dwarf army that we fought. Yikes. But these guys should be carrying a lot of money. I did have to go to war with their faction in order to raid their caravan, but the money should be worth it.